So, despite Activision's best efforts, Modern Warfare 2 Remastered lives, and I've been playing quite a bit of it. Like a lot of people my age, I remember this game being the thing to play when I was growing up, and the YouTube videos people made about it back in the day brought a lot of us deeper into the fold on this website, so I figured there's no better way to pay homage than a throwback to the classic gameplay commentary videos like we were making and watching 15 years ago. So, starting out here, playing Domination on Rust using the AUG, I'll be showing 3 matches worth of gameplay, taking time to talk about how H2M works, my experience with Modern Warfare 2 back in the day, and some of the biggest issues facing this mod at the moment. I won't be covering where to get it or how to install it, that info is out there, but you might want to wait a bit if you're not really that familiar with mods like this. There's supposedly going to be a launcher coming, and at the moment there's lots of hoops to jump through and supposedly some bad files going around, so I would wait. At this point, you've probably gathered what's going on here. This is H2M, a mod for the Modern Warfare 1 Remaster that converts it into a Modern Warfare 2 multiplayer remaster by blending assets from both the Modern Warfare 1 Remaster, the campaign remaster of Modern Warfare 2, and the original 2009 game. And you've probably heard that Activision sent them a cease and desist a few hours before this mod was supposed to come out, but like every other COD mod I've done this to, it changed hands and it's pressing on anyways with new developers. The files are out there, the server hosting tools out there, they can't do anything about this, and that rules. That's a good thing. I'm playing the objective pretty hard here, as I throw a pretty sick cross-map nade there, if I do say so myself. You know, my KD in this first match isn't as good as it could have been, but, you know, if you're playing the objective properly, your KD shouldn't be crazy. If you've got like a 4.0 KD in a game of Domination or Hardpoint, you're playing wrong. Sorry to tell you that, but you're playing wrong. You know, I've played a lot of the newer CODs, and I don't really like how much it's about hunting KD these days. I want to play the objective, I want to, you know, throw myself into the fold, and that's what I do here, and it pays off for me. I'm using the AUG, which is not a meta gun in the slightest. It is a light machine gun in this game, which is kind of silly. It handles worse than an assault rifle. It handles a lot worse than a submachine gun, but I like it. I like the AUG in real life. I like the aesthetics of it in this game, and hey, it serves me plenty well in this match. This remaster is definitely not perfect, as you might be able to gather from the fact that it still looks like a 2009 video game on the map front, at least, and also the fact that I'm getting killed from behind, from people who spawn directly behind me quite frequently. And that's because this is, like I said, an amalgamation of the original content and the remastered content. Modern Warfare 2 got remastered in 2019, but that was just the campaign. There was no multiplayer in that remaster. And so the maps that we're playing on are actually ripped straight from the 2009 game. Still low fidelity textures and not the highest poly counts or anything, and they don't look bad by any means, and the lighting spruces it up in some cases, although it's broken here and there. The guns look nice because they're from the campaign remaster, but for the most part, we are still playing 2009 content. And that's a little bit disappointing. I can see that being disappointing to some, at least. I think it's fine, and I'm sure with time this is going to get improved. No doubt they have plans to touch up the lighting and maybe the textures on the maps and everything. But on the bright side, it means it does play very, very close to the original, just, you know, improved, better netcode, better UI, all that. To me, these are all aesthetic issues, and the game feels absolutely great. The only real differences in the weapons sandbox are Riot Shield and the one-man army perk, both of which are missing. The former, because they can't figure out how to implement it in this engine, which, you know, fair enough, I'm sure it'll come with time. And the latter because, well, do you want to deal with one-man army? The YouTubes are present, and they do still one-hit kill, but you can't refill them with Scavenger, and you definitely can't refill them with one-man army anymore, which is a very good thing. There is a serious issue affecting playability right now, which I'll talk about in a little bit, but by and large, this is a great way to play Modern Warfare 2, and all the buzz surrounding it at the moment means the multiplayer population has been popping over this past weekend. It's just completely full of 18-player, full maxed-out servers, playing every map mode you can think of, DLC, Modern Warfare 1 DLC, Modern Warfare 1 maps. It's pretty awesome. Heading into Game 2 now, Domination on Subbase, and I was really glad that I got a good full match in on this map, because this is easily my favorite Modern Warfare 2 map. In that game on Rust, I was playing the objective pretty hard and using an off-meta gun, But you do get to see me sweat here a little bit and play very selfishly, which is not normally how I play, but, you know, I'll get to why I chose to play like this in a minute. First, though, a little bit of a rough start. You know, the Soviets spawn over by the sea flag, and you see the Soviets for some reason in the seal wetsuits, which is strange. But third life, I get it going, pushing back towards the sea flag, mainly because I like to control this side of the map a little bit more in Domination. And also because I'm going for a nuke here. I am just actively trying to get a nuke. So playing very selfishly. One thing you're going to notice here is there's a few bots running around in this game. And that's because there's currently a bug in H2M where it kicks most of the players out of the server between games. So at the beginning of a lot of matches, you know, if you're one of the lucky ones that gets to remain in, I would say maybe like 7 times out of 10 it kicks you. If you're lucky and you get to remain in the server, a lot of your other players are going to be bots. People will filter in over the next few minutes and replace the bots, but the server browser itself is quite broken and sends people to the wrong server altogether sometimes, so it's kind of hard to actually play a full game from front to back with all human players, and I was thankful I was able to get this good one in. People filled in pretty quickly, it wasn't too bad. Especially on Subbase, because this is, like I said, my favorite map, and I've alluded to this before, but Modern Warfare 1 and 2 on PC were a huge part of how I got into first-person shooters in the first place. Before I even got into Counter-Strike, I was playing a ton of COD, and most of my time with Modern Warfare 2 was spent on something called Alt-IW.net, and if you're not familiar with that, it was essentially a jailbreak for Modern Warfare 2 multiplayer, very similar to what we have now in IW4X. And it works actually a lot like this mod we're playing right now. It essentially fixed Modern Warfare 2's PC port, and added the server browser, and maybe enabled piracy, but we don't have to talk about that. And then, yeah, real riveting gameplay here, I know. I got impatient pretty quickly, waiting for that Harrier to come get kills, and I go step out, try to get some more kills, get me that chopper gunner, and die, so back to square one on that kill streak, but that's okay. But yeah, basically for the entire summer of 2010 on my shitty Asus laptop that had a GeForce 9300, I was playing an Alt-IW.net server that was 24/7 hardcore team deathmatch on Subbase. And I would just patrol the roof with my UMP, tapping people on either end of the spawn until I got my Harrier. Then I go lay under that folding table, and I would use the chopper gunner to get a nuke. Which is, I know, very selfish and silly gameplay, but you know what, when you were going for nukes back in the day, you did what you had to do. And hardcore especially was, you know, one hit kills you, so it wasn't like I could really go risk gunfight encounters when I was trying to get that 25th kill from the air support. Also, there was I remember now that this is coming back to me, I didn't write this in my notes, but it's coming back to me. There was this one guy, Russian guy, on that server who was just a chronic cheater. And, you know, cheating is a problem in all these mods. It's going to be a problem in this one as well, pretty soon here. But I remember him because he would get banned, and he would come back the next day with a spoofed GUID. But I knew it was him because he had the same title and emblem, and he would just sit in the back in the Soviet spawn, and he would one-man army noob tube, but he was cheating, and if you got near him, even if he did it before he saw you, he would aim lock you through the wall and track you and shoot you the frame you came around the corner, and then he'd just go back to one-man army noob tubing like a mortar across the map. It was just one of the most bizarre ways I've ever seen someone play a video game. I don't know what his enjoyment there was, because it's all he did, and he was there hours every single day doing the exact same thing. And he just would keep coming back, and he'd get banned, and he'd just spoof his GUID and be back. It was pretty absurd. I lose it right here once again. I'm having a little bit of a rough time getting that streak back up once again. I'm 26-11, which isn't a bad KDR by any stretch, but you know, it's just the UMP, I'm not used to it anymore. It gets kind of squirrely at range, and I'm not really used to tap firing in this game anymore. But yeah, the Alt-IW.net days are really nostalgic for me, and that kind of, when that got DMCA'd, that turned into 4 Delta 1, which was basically the same exact thing, but they, you know, added some more features and continued development. I don't believe the original developers of Alt-IW were involved. I do remember that one of the developers on Alt-IW went on to work on 5M, that GTA 5 mod that Rockstar acquired. But yeah, it's very interesting how these things go, because they just keep going. IW4X is still kicking, even though it's been supposedly shut down. But, I don't know, Alt-IW.net was like the peak for me. That was like when I was playing the most. It's when I had the most fun with it. And I've never found a server that just played Subbase since, which is, I guess I never realized back in the day people don't like this map all that much. But yeah, real riveting gameplay here yet again. Waiting for my Harrier to get my 11th kill, and it just isn't getting anything. It's not even shooting people, really. It starts shoots one here, and I get an assist. Almost lose it again. Same sort of situation from the opposite side. Go outside, still nothing, not finding anybody. But then I see someone get on the C flag, so I pop over here, pop him. Got my chopper gunner, and back to my folding table. And yet again, I'm gonna lay under the folding table again for a few minutes because the airspace is full. My teammate's Cobra is blocking me, so I have to sit here and open the laptop over and over again for like a minute and a half, waiting to be allowed to use my chopper gunner. But eventually, it does work. I get my chopper gunner up, and I got real lucky with the spawns right here. You're gonna see. I'm getting all these guys right here in the Soviet spawn right next to me. They're just spawning, and the spawn protection really isn't saving them. Get up to 20 kills almost instantaneously, only need 5 more for the nuke. And then it's just kind of dusting these guys as they show up. A couple of them respawning and staying inside by their wives. That guy's trying to shoot me down. Does not work. And I'm just now realizing, watching this, that this isn't thermal vision. I guess I could toggle it on, but it was always thermal in Modern Warfare 2, and you could toggle it to white hot and black hot. Yeah. Interesting. Get the nuke extremely quickly. Just popping these guys and try and get a couple more with the gunner, but I don't think I get any more of them. They're all just inside at this point. Oh, I get this guy. Yeah, I get that guy. Real easy. Tactical nuke. Just like back in the day. And I know this isn't the most interesting way to get a nuke, but this is actually how I used to do it back in the day when I was 11. And a couple of my first commentary videos I made when I was 11 were doing exactly this. So I figured why not just repeat tradition, you know, give myself a little bit of a throwback. And then last but certainly not least, I played a round of Gun Game on Storm. MW2 did not have Gun Game back in the day, but it's implemented very well here. This is also a map I didn't get to play back in the day either, because I didn't have this DLC pack. I had the other one. I had like the carnival and all that. So yeah, I barely played this game's DLC, and never this map. And that's part of why I love how poppin' this multiplayer has been, is because I'm getting to play stuff that just, you know, straight up I never got to experience back in the day. And even on services like MW4X, this stuff doesn't get played much. Everybody sticks to the really popular maps like I mentioned, so this is cool. This is really cool. Hear the guy above me here. He doesn't see me or hear me, but listen, I try to keep humble when I talk about my COD gameplay, but I am still kind of amazed at how fast I can fire pistols in these games. Just that deagle just mag dumped on him. A couple of bots surrounding me here, but the bot actually does get me with the 1911. The snipers actually gave me a little bit of trouble on this one compared to all the other guns. Sometimes I can snipe pretty okay in like the new CODs, but these older ones, it wasn't really my forte. I was always a rifle player. I feel bad looking at this, how many of these kills were on bots. You know, I would rather kill the human players and rather not have the bots in there at all, just have the server fill up as it goes. But, you know, bright side is everybody in the game got to kill the bots, so it wasn't just me. And I actually don't win this. Gonna level with you right now. I'm fighting pretty hard, and I am in the lead for most of this, but I actually end up not winning this game. I don't think I've actually won any of the gun games I've played in this so far. Everybody's so fast. Anyways, if you're enjoying this type of video, let me know what you think in the comments, because I might do more of them. I don't know if I'll upload them here, because I don't want to, like, distract from, like, the mainline stuff I make, but God knows I play enough old and obscure multiplayer games that I have unique topics to show, and stuff that I might not ever review, so I have fun making it. I hope you enjoyed watching it, and yeah, if you end up playing this mod, let me know what you think about it, because I'm having a lot of fun with it. I know it's gonna be a bit divisive and a bit frustrating to get going in the meantime, but I'm hoping that it'll smooth out with time, and really cool of the people who are working on this to keep it going after the cease and desist. But yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll be back later this week with a proper review of Modern Warfare 3 Defiance for the Nintendo DS very soon.